Rightio, here we go, another temple. I call this Banteay Kdei. I know the Banteay bit's right. So, 50%, better than my school results. Okay, we're in the main complex here. That's why you can hear the traffic. So this isn't one of my obscure temples that are far away because of the weather. And I don't want to get trapped in the rain. So we're knocking off a few of the larger ones. Now, you can see a gentleman sitting over there in the maroon mauve shirt. So that gives you an idea as to how big this gateway is here. It's very impressive, isn't it? Now, there's one of these gateways on each cardinal point, north, east, south and west. And they're quite stunning, aren't they? They really are. Now, when one walks through the gateway, this is what you're met by each and every time. Apart from we're very privileged because it's not polluted by tourists. And polluted is the correct word. It's an absolute delight. It's a weekend and there's not any of the jolly natives aren't here. Apparently the natives are quite friendly, except for the women. They're vicious. No, they really are. So this is the lovely entry walkway you get as you go towards the temple. Right, let's explore, see what we find. Right, and here we are. This one's pretty, well, all the ones in the major complex are very impressive. But this one has all these lions. They don't normally have the lions. I found one of these, but much, much bigger, in the jungle around here once, just sitting there by himself. And over here, we can see there's water buffalo through there. Right, this one has a rather impressive shrine thing in here. Let's have a look. Oh. Hello. You see, although this is in the main complex, we're here all by ourselves, pretty much. There's a gentleman behind me, a local. Hello. Oh, not for me, thank you. Oh, I understand that. I'm doing this at the moment. Right. We'll just dart down some of these, because I want to keep these videos short, you see. So we'll dart down some of these and see what we find. Right, so that's the back of the shrine we just saw there. And this is coming into the main temple. Now this is much larger than my jungle ones. But as you can see, it's a Saturday, I think. I never know what day it is. I know it's the weekend, I believe. Yeah, it's a Saturday, it is. But there's just one small family here. And that's it. You see, I prefer the ones out in the jungle because of nature, really. I mean, it is all very, very impressive, isn't it? I mean, we've got the ancient carvings on the wall here. And things like this. Now, I've thought about this one, is because of the images of the dancing ladies with their threepenny bits out. Now, that's something that was in style, apparently, but has gone out of style, which personally I think is a shame. But due to the dancing ladies carved on the pillars here, I would suggest this was some sort of banqueting hall or something. But you couldn't get many people in here due to these enormous pillars everywhere. But let's press on and see what we discover next, shall we? Right, coming through, you can see this wall here, and we can spy at the top of a construction there. So we're coming through to what would be a holier area. That would be my interpretation of this. And there's all these alleyways, I suppose I could call them. And then we just go further and further in. This isn't the biggest temple by an awful long way. But there you go, you see. We go up here. Now, these are the piles of rocks you see in the jungle and other places. There's just a pile of rocks, but it used to be a spire, one of those. And again, over there, we see the half-clad ladies. I know they've all got names, and I know it's all got meanings, but I don't know them yet. I'm learning. I'm learning as I go along. But here they are. Now, these could well be... They're depictions of nobility, or they're in a circle, or a form of deity, I suppose. But one can find out, and I will, in my travels. Here we go. Right, I think we're almost through this one. Here's another hall area, well, an open area. I imagine the roofs would be made of wood. It seems the most sensible option. And there's one of those doors you always see. These fake doors, which I've had confirmed are to confuse evil spirits. You said I said a moment ago I'd learn, and I am, slowly. Oh, look, there's some lovely carving here. Look at that. Can you imagine some gentleman, it would have been a man's job, carving away day after day after day after day after day, this intricate pattern, repeatedly. And then he'd go off for his lunch and then go home to his family and not know there'd be some plum like me with this amazing bit of technology being able to transmit it to anyone in the world, which is quite remarkable. And putting his finger over the lens. All right. Here we go. See, I love it inside. Oh, look at this. It's all those things you read about in boys' own manuals and adventure stories. It really is. And as I say, it's so delightful to have it by yourself. Here, you look over there. I can't really see very well. See, there's another court, yes. That's through there, you see. And so it goes on. So here I think I'm going to leave you because there's an awful lot of temples, so I want to keep these short. So I hope this is of some interest to somebody. But if nothing else, it just lets me know what the bloody hell I've been doing. And when I get older, I will be able to reflect on these days. Look, he's lost his head. Poor sausage. I'll be able to reflect on this, saying I didn't waste my latter years. I actually bloody did something. And this is rather a nice shot to conclude with, I feel. Oh, look at that. Isn't he handsome? I love trees. There you go. That's it. That's Banteay, Kdei, or however you pronounce it.